Alright, yellow everybody, Phatkid back. Today we're doing something a little different. Today we will be comparing the non-foil versus foil Sonic Secret Lair set. And basically just talking about the art, talking about how I think the cards look. I normally actually go for non-foil cards because I dislike the pringling that happens, so the foils I tend to make sure I keep, like, flat and trade binders and stuff, but with that, we're basically just going to get going here with it. So first we got the foil Sonic. I think personally shows off the fist a little better, the motion on his backhand, but you lose a little bit of crispness with it. Ultimately, I do think the foil Sonic's better than the non-foil Sonic as far as art. That will move over to Shadow. Shadow, I feel like it loses some legibility with the foil, but with that it really makes the explosion look more dramatic. I do think you lose some readability with the foil there too, though. And again, both all of these arts are very cool, so I hope that nobody personally takes any offense from anything I say here, because it is all about enjoyment of these cards. And I'm very hyped for them. I'm probably doing a Shadow the Hedgehog deck. I know Jackson or Jay Labbit has been talking about the deck. So excited there. This guy, however, is Tails. I do think the foil's a little more dynamic, shows off the richness of the background better. Dr. Eggman. So Dr. Eggman is the first clear example of the foil being cooler in this set, and one of the reasons I think Secret Lair really knocked it out with the foiling on this one is it's not like these Master Emerald shrines where the whole thing is foiled for the most part. You actually get really cool highlighting with the motion of the foils, so like seeing the wings on the bugs in the background and stuff. So that Dr. Eggman, really cool one. Amy Rose, also a good one. The thing that I think sticks out the most with this is the goldness of the gem, her bracelets, and the hammer. It just really helps tie the card together, where otherwise those look a little like different shades. But Amy Rose there. Knuckles, I'm very excited for this card. What I essentially want is to make a Knuckles treasure token deck, hopefully utilizing some different token strategies. But Knuckles, I'm not sure if the gem has the same effect on this one. It's actually a little washed into the background, I'd say, on the foil. But with that, still a cool card. Alright, Super State. This one, I honestly feel like they're almost two completely different cards, where the Super State on the left looks more like almost like a Super Saiyan with the aura it's giving off, where the right, you kind of get that like nice silvery aura from it. So I will have to say that they're both good in their own way for that one. Not, again, that it's really a comparison. So we got the treasure token and the egg pawn. Actually, wrong? So we'll show off the egg pawn here, no back on it. Then when we get back to that, we'll bring it back out. But foil treasure token, I do think is cooler than the non-foil, just because it really makes that gem look rare. And all right, so the Soul Ring. So Soul Ring, again, the fact that they actually get the crispness and the foil on the ring just knocks it out of the park for me. Unexpected Windfall. This is one of the other really good cards for my idea of the Sonic Treasure deck. Paired with this, his weapon and Knuckles himself. But in that, I forget what these things are called, something with an M, but I do like the dramaticism of them in the foil. But they kind of stand out more in the non-foil. So I don't know. Going there, Deadly Dispute. This was the first one where I was like, wow, these are cool. Just the fact that you see the energy coming off the gem so vibrantly, and besides that, they are pretty much one-to-one the same. I actually do think the Deadly Dispute foil is just prime. Fabricate. This one, I would say, doesn't really matter to me much. It just really highlights the toolbox in the background, but again, not the biggest deal. A little bit so you can kind of see it, but it's pretty much just that and the wings, so with that, I would say it's That is significant there. Open the armory for the next one. I mean, you can kind of see it on the camera, I think, but the hammer is almost glowing on the right side, where for the non-foil, it's just kind of like there's an obvious painted shine on it. It's not as dramatic though. So, select generous gift. I was just really excited for this one because I like the flavor of generous gift. You destroy any permanent 3 mana, you get a 3/3 green elephant creature token, but you can also use it to, like, if somebody's making you sacrifice something, you can still get value out of it, because once they target and then you destroy, you still get the elephant. So, cool one. Sorry if I just spoke a rule wrong as well, but with that, I like that the elephant is the thing that isn't foiled, where the elephant, you know, like, is the gift, but it's also, like, the most prominent part of the card, even without the foil. So I'll bring the egg pawn back out here. This is the Mer that goes with the Mer Battle Sphere. Move that around a little bit because the foiling's hard to see on it, but really just emphasizes the little bot in the middle. With that, it is cool, but not the coolest. We got Tornado, Sonic's biplane. I've always had a question about this because they never really tackle flights in the Sonic game, but can't he faster than a biplane goes? Like, am I an idiot for thinking that? I would assume that he's, like, just skipping over water, no problem. He'll, like, meet him back on the ground, but again, I don't know. With that, same deal with this one. I like that the background is so dramatic, it actually feels like they're in a bright, shimmering sky on the foil. Non-foil, still looks pretty cool. I would say that one doesn't matter powerfully, but is a cool one. Powerfully like power sneakers. I like how it shows off the buckle. It's kind of classic Sonic, but that's sort of the focal point of the card anyway. Do you think this one's actually more legible that it's motion with the foil, though? Just with the swooping on this, it kind of like better demonstrates the artist's intention with this. Huge credit to all the artists who worked on these cards. I know I'm just rambling, but I'm rambling to show off something cool they did, you know? So, big cool there. Alright, Pico Pico Hammer. This is a cool one, Hammer of Nazlin. So basically, you get to equip it first for free, and it itself is indestructible, so you probably have a hard time getting off the board. Cool one there. Egg Hammer, which is the Mer Battle Sphere, normally. This one, I'm gonna lean towards the non-foil, just because it's more legible what's going on there, all the bots in the background. It almost looks like it's the focus point is the one specific Mer, or, you know, like hammer bot, when realistically it's supposed to be the hammer. So, I don't know. You may disagree. I personally take the non-foil. Air shoes. The quick creature has hexproof and hate. Just really cool. Swiftfoot boots. With that, considering it's hexproof, I almost feel they should be a little less flashy. But that being said, it's the Sonic set, so if you're not doing flashy footwear, like, what are you doing? But both very cool. I will take the non-foil for this one, too. I'm just joking about the flashiness of them. And lastly, we got Knuckles Gloves. Very cool one. Quick creature gets +1/+1 and trample, and basically you create treasure tokens to mirror how many damages you do to an opponent. So, coming back to the actual Knuckles card, which I'll dig one out. Really good pair. With that, I do kind of like the comic style of the non-foil one better here, just because it actually, the image, it's kind of telling a story versus the focus on the fist in it, but in that, they're both really cool and really close. Real cool cards. Anywho, hopefully building some commander decks around the Sonic Secret Lair drop. I think we'll be doing at least an Eggman, a Knuckles, and a Shadow one for sure. we can convince anyone to play blue-white, maybe with Breakout Tales. Sonic himself is a very cool card, but I don't really have a haste-orientated deck, so not anything crazy there. But yeah. No, I think this was a really cool secret lair. Obviously, there's going to be some mixed feelings on it just because, you know, like, Sonic is, I don't want to say divisive, but just the way they've been doing these kind of divisive recently. So let me know your thoughts in the comments if you think you're cool, if you think they're crap. If you like the format, we can start doing some more reviews like this in the future too, or just some card talks or deck talks. And yeah, thanks. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you again soon. Peace.